Hello everyone and welcome to Fatma Sami's channel. Today's video is for grade 4, semester 1. We're gonna do some exercises on Unit 3, class book. Unit 3, along the wadi. How many wadis or mountains can you name? Now, look at the picture. What food and drinks can you see in the picture? A banana, sandwich, an apple, a cupcake, and 2 bottles of water. Can you see something wet? Waterfall, lake, river, water bottle. What doesn't belong in the picture? The shark. Exercise number 2. Listen, point, and repeat. Number 1, river. Number 2, mountain. Number 3, lake. Number 4, waterfall. Number 5, city. Number 6, town. Number 7, forest. Number 8, hill. Number 9, island. Number 10, deep. Number 11, high. Number 12, wide. Look for the words from Activity 2 in the picture on page 62. Write the missing word. The missing word is deep. Exercise number 4. Read the definitions and write the word, then say. Let's see the answers. Number 1. It's got a lot of buildings and a lot of people. It's very big. City. Number 2. It's got water. It's wide. It isn't a river. It isn't a waterfall. Lake. Number 3. It's hard to climb. It's very high. Mountain. Number 4. It's got water all around it. Island. Number 5. It's got a lot of trees. Forest. Exercise number 5. Play a guessing game. Look at the pictures and guess. Let's read the example. Is there an island? Yes, there is. Is there a high mountain? No, there isn't. Picture 1. Yes. Exercise number 1. Look at the picture of the story. Find one thing you wear on your hands and one thing you wear on your feet. Gloves for hand, boots for feet. Now, let's read the story. The Great Cleanup. Hey, it's the Great Cleanup at Wadi Darbat tomorrow. What is that? Well, there is a lot of rubbish in the forest and by the wadi, so we go there and clean it up. The next day, wow, this forest is beautiful, but look at the rubbish by the wadi. Yes, come on. Okay, first, put the gloves on and pick up the rubbish. Put wood and cans in the biggest bags. This is harder than flying. It's okay, Boo. You don't need gloves. Hey, Boo, can you help me with this? No problem. Now the bag is wider than the wood. No, Boo, the wood is wider than the bag. Hey, can you help me? These bags are very big. And the mud is deeper than my shoes. Be careful. Yuck, I'm all wet. Look at all these cans, bags, and bottles. Why do people throw them in the wadi? Hey, why don't we use some of this for our shed? Great idea. I know what we can do. Exercise number 4. Look at the story and write the correct words. Let's see the answers. Number 1 is done for you. There is a lot of rubbish by the wadi. Number 2. The children clean up the wadi. Number 3. The children put on gloves. Number 4. The children use bags to put the rubbish in. Number 5. Boo and Luti pick up a big piece of food together. Exercise number 5. What can you make with the rubbish? Tell your partner. Let's read the example. I can make a table with the wood. Grammar. Exercise number 1. Look back. Take the sentence in this picture. The answer is number 1. The wood is wider than the bag. Exercise number 2. Listen and repeat. Listen carefully and repeat after me. This mud is deeper than my shoes. A mountain is higher than a hill. The wadi is longer than the road. My gloves are dirtier than yours. Exercise number 3. Listen, then circle true or false. Listen carefully. Picture A. Number 1. Green hill is higher than brown hill. Number 2. Brown hill is higher than white mountain. Number 3. White mountain is higher than brown hill. Picture B. Number 1. The river Lavan is longer than the river Kark. Number 2. The river Wendell is longer than the river Kark. Number 3. The river Kark is longer than the river Lavan. Now, check your answers. Exercise number 4. In pairs, ask and answer. Look at the picture and ask and answer questions. Let's read the example. Who is taller than Sally? Paul. Is small town bigger than Truck Town? Yes, it is. Vocabulary and grammar. Exercise number 1. Listen, point, and repeat. Number 1. The highest mountain. Number 2. The longest river. Number 3. The coldest country. Exercise number 2. Listen and sing. Listen to me singing this song. What's higher than a skyscraper? What's bigger than the sea? What's longer than the river Nile? Come on, let's go and see. What's bigger than an elephant? What bird is taller than me? What's the hottest desert? Come on, find out with me. Where is the highest mountain? Where is the deepest sea? Where is the widest river? Come on, find out with me. Where is the lowest oasis? What's the coldest sea? Where is the longest wadi? Come on, find out with me. Exercise number 3. Listen and repeat. Listen carefully. This is the longest wadi in the desert. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Exercise number 3. Listen and circle. Listen carefully. Number 1. The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. Number 2. The longest river in the world is the Nile. Number 3. The widest river in the world is the Amazon. Number 4. The driest desert in the world is the Atacama. Number 5. The lowest sea in the world is the Dead Sea. Now, let's see the answers. Number 1 is done for you. What is the highest mountain in the world? Mount Everest. Number 2. What is the longest river in the world? Nile. Number 3. What is the widest river in the world? The Amazon. Number 4. What is the driest desert in the world? Atacama. Number 5. What is the lowest sea in the world? The Dead Sea. Culture. Nature reserves in Oman. Dimaniyat Island. These are the 9 islands of the coast between Asib and Barka. They are a marine reserve. This means that the fish, sharks, whales, and dolphins are safe in the sea around the island. You can't visit the island from May to October. That's because turtles lay their eggs on their beautiful beaches. Jebel Shams. This nature reserve is in most of the highest mountains of Dhofar. There are great views of the sea from the top. Lots of animals live here, such as gazelles, wolves, and impex. Did you know that one of the world's rarest animals also lives here? It's called the Arabian leopard. Kururi. Kururi is the largest reserve in Dhofar. The Khor Lagoon is an important nature reserve where many fish, birds, and plants can live. Tourists love seeing the ruins of the old city of Samahram here. Fun fact: the world's largest nature reserve is in Greenland. This reserve is larger than Oman. Wow! Exercise number 4. Which nature reserve do you want to visit and why? Tell your partner. For example, I want to visit Jebel Shams because I want to see the gazelles. Lesson 5, Part 2. Project. Make a leaflet about a nature reserve in your country. Number 1. In groups, choose a nature reserve. Number 2. Fold a piece of paper in 3 to make a leaflet. Number 3. Find photos or draw pictures of the nature reserve. Stick the pictures on the leaflet. Number 4. Write about the nature reserve. Answer these questions. What is it called? Where is it? What can you see and do there? Number 5. Look at the other group's leaflets. Which nature reserve do you most want to visit? Exercise number 1. Listen, point, and repeat. Listen carefully. Go along the road. Go across the road. Go from the shop to the school. Turn left. Turn right. Go straight ahead. Exercise number 2. Watch or listen and follow on the map. Where does Razan want to go? Excuse me, can you tell me the way to the park, please? Sure. Turn right at the supermarket. Go straight ahead. Go across the road. The park is on the left. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. Exercise number 4. Look at the map in activity 2 again. In pairs, ask the way. Ask the way from the bookshop to the library. Let's see the example on how to ask a question about direction from the bookshop to the library. Excuse me, can you tell me the way to the library, please? Now ask similar question to this one and ask about the directions from the library to the supermarket and from the hospital to the post office. Skills. Reading. Exercise number 1. Look at the title and the pictures. Where do you think the story takes place? How do you know? Let's read the story. Wadi Rescue by Jassim. I visit my older cousin Amjad. He lives in Sur. We go canoeing together on the beautiful blue waters of Wadi Shab. There is a lot of water in the wadi today, and we go very quickly down the wadi. This is harder than canoeing in a lake. Suddenly, I see a big tree across the wadi. The canoe turns over. I swim to the side, but Amjad is on a rock in the middle of the wadi. His arm is hurt. He's cold and tired. What can I do? Amjad can't swim because of his arm. I can't swim to him because it's dangerous. Then I remember my whistle. We always carry whistles when we go canoeing. I find the whistles and I make the loudest sound I can. I blew 6 times. That's the emergency signal. Then I hear another whistle. Soon the helicopter is here. It takes Amjad to the hospital. He's safe. Exercise number 4. Look at the pictures and tick. What happens next? The answer is number 2. Amjad swims to the side. Now, let's read this information about Wadi Shab. Country, Oman. Landscape, wadi, lakes, caves, waterfalls, mountains. Activities, walking, canoeing, boat rides, swimming. Best time to go, early morning, not in the weekends. What to take, good shoes, food, lots of water. Exercise number 5. Read the story again. Circle the correct words. We already read the story. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Majid is Jassim's older cousin. Number 2. There is a lot of water in the wadi today. Number 3. The canoe turns over because of a tree. Number 4. Amjad is cold, tired, and his arm is hurt. Number 5. Jassim blows 6 times. Number 6. The helicopter takes Amjad to hospital. Listening. Exercise number 1. Look at the pictures. Listen and circle the correct picture. Listen carefully. Number 1. Hi, I'm Osama. Hi, I'm Dina. Where are you from, Dina? I'm from Egypt. That's interesting. Where in Egypt are you from? I'm from Cairo. Where is Dina from? A. Egypt? Number 2. Is Egypt very beautiful? Yes, it is. What is the landscape like? Well, there are deserts, beautiful mountains, and beaches. My favorite place is the mountains. I love walking in the mountains. It sounds great. What is Dina's favorite place? B. Mountains. Exercise number 2. Speaking. Exercise number 2. Ask and answer about your favorite place in your country. Let's read the example. What's your favorite place in your country? My favorite place is Jebel Shams. Writing. Exercise number 3. Read the fact file. Egypt fact file. The capital city is Cairo. The type of landscape is desert, rivers, mountains, and beaches. The highest mountain is Jebel Catherine. The longest river is Nile. The favorite place is Pyramids of Giza. Exercise number 4. Write a fact file about your country. Number 1. Bataplan. What's the capital city? What is the landscape like? What is the highest mountain or biggest island? What's your favorite place? Number 2. When you start writing, use the headings shown in the model, such as capital city, landscape, highest mountain. At the end, check your work. Check the capital letter of all names of places. Phonics. Exercise number 1. Listen and say. Reindeer. Rains. 8. Sleigh. Exercise number 2. Listen and say the tongue twister. 8 reindeers with reins and a sleigh in the snow. 8 reindeer with reins and a sleigh in the snow. Exercise number 3. Write the words in the correct places. Listen, check and say. Listen carefully. Number 1. Way. Number 2. Beige. Number 3. 18. Number 4. Vain. Now, let's see the answers. Exercise number 4. Listen, choose and write. Listen carefully and write the missing words. Use the words above to help you. Number 1. Sleigh. Number 2. Rains. Number 3. Wait. Number 4. Beige. Exercise number 1. In pairs, ask and answer. Look at the pictures of these animals. Read their names and their adjectives. Then ask and answer questions similar to the examples. Let's read the examples. Is a giraffe taller than a camel? Yes, it is. What is the largest animal? A whale. Yes. Exercise number 2. Write the correct comparative and superlative. Then ask your partner. Use the words in the box above to help you. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Is a bike faster than a car? Number 2. Do you think English is easier than math? Number 3. Which month is hotter, June or March? Number 4. Which is the tallest building in our city? Number 5. Which food is the sweetest, chocolate, ice cream, or a banana? Now, let's move to the challenge. Challenge your classmates and play the game. Work in 2 teams. Look back through the unit to find the answers of these questions. Let's see the answers. Number 1. Find a banana. The banana is in page 62. Number 2. Which nature reserve has a great views of the sea from the top? Jabal Samhan. Number 3. What's the best time to go to Wadi Shab? Early morning and not at the weekends. Exercise number 1. Listen and match. Look at the characters in the pictures. Then listen carefully. Then match the names with the characters. Listen carefully. Look, here is a picture from our holiday at Wadi Shab. Wow, that looks beautiful. Who's that? Oh, the boy with the sandwiches? Yes, that boy. Is he part of your family? Yes, he is. He's my cousin, Hamza. He's 15 and he makes delicious sandwiches. And who's the boy climbing a tree? That's my little brother Yunus. He climbs higher than me. He loves climbing trees. Sometimes he even eats his food in the tree. And who's that? You mean the girl in the canoe? Yes, that's my sister Aisha. She goes canoeing every morning. It's a beautiful wadi. Wow, look at all those drinks. That's a lot of lemonade. Yes, that's my sister Halima. She's helping Hamza with the lunch. It looks like a lovely holiday. Now, check your answers. Exercise number 2. Find 4 differences, then talk about them. Let's see the answer. In picture A, there is an island, but in picture B, there isn't an island. In picture A, there are 3 boats, but in picture B, there are 2 boats. In picture A, there are 2 forests, but in picture B, there are 3 forests. Fun corner. Exercise number 1. Play and say. Play this game with your classmates. You need to be in 2 pairs or groups of between 2 and 5. Each pair or group will need a spinner and a color tokens. To play this game, you have to take it in turns to spin the spinner. Then move forward to the number on the spinner. For example, if you spin 1, then move into square 1. If you then spin 4, move into square 5, and so on. Read out and follow the instructions on the square. The first one to get to the last square is the winner. Graded Reader 1. The boat race. Today is a special day for the class. They are on a river in the mountains, and they all have boats. Mrs. Asil has the longest boat. She is telling the children about the river and the mountains. The river is wide and deep, and the mountains are high. The 8 children are very happy. They are moving on the river in their boats. Kais and Yasser are at the front. My boat is quicker than your boat, Yasser. No, it isn't. My boat is the quickest. Let's have a race. Kais and Yasser move in their boats. Then Yasser sees a hill. Look, Kais, the first boat to that hill wins the race. Okay, let's go. Qais is trying very hard, but Yasser's boat is the quickest. Then Qais sees a waterfall. Hooray! Watch out, Yasser! There's a big waterfall. You're quicker than me, and now you're wetter than me too. Graded Reader 2. The Baby Bird. It's a windy day in the forest. Azza and Muna are with their mom and dad. They all have nets because they are cleaning up all the rubbish in the forest. Get the rubbish and put it in your net. Start work, Dad. Your net is the biggest net. The girls work hard, but it's very windy. They get some rubbish and they put it in their nets. Then they see some birds in a tree. Look, Azza. That bird is smaller than the other birds. It's a baby bird, Mona, and it's very high. The tall trees move in the wind, and the baby bird is in the tallest tree. Oh no, Mona, look at the baby bird. It can't fly. Azza watches the baby bird and she's worried. Don't worry, Azza. I can catch the baby bird in my net. Well done, Mona. We reached to the end of our video today. Thank you for listening and watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.